And Karen Jansen. We're going to show you a great tip to shape your swing
and get more power.
So Christina, I can show you an exercise to help people hold the angle a little bit longer and learn kind of the impact move where a lot of people tend to hang back and do the scoop or lift it up. So I have an image here with my CardioGolf slope and an exercise to help people with that feeling.
Fantastic. No ball required.
No ball required, right. Okay. So setting up on a downslope is a great exercise to help anybody that wants to improve their impact position. Where I see a lot of people go wrong is that they hang back and try to help the ball up at the moment of impact. Well, if you get on a downslope, that's where your back foot is higher. What that does is that automatically gets you in a position where you have to go down and through the shot instead of hang back. So that's a really good thought in golf to help you with your impact position. You actually want to feel like you're going down towards the slope on the downslope instead of hanging back. So here's an exercise. You just take a golf ball and you get on your downslope. I'm right-handed, so I'm holding this with my back arm. And then I'm just going to practice kind of getting into a really good position at the top of my swing. Super powerful. So now, where people would go wrong if I said throw this ball down the target line is they would do this. So the ball would go up in the air. So two things would happen. You'd either hit behind it or you'd catch the ball on the upswing and top it. So let me show you what you want to do instead. You wind up into your really good position and now you shift your weight and your arm actually goes down the slope line and you want to think of actually throwing the ball into the ground. So here's your bent arm and then here's your extension instead of hanging back, throwing the ball up in the air. So it looks like this. So look at the nice extension through. It squares the club face. Don't do this action here. So if you did this a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times, you'd get the feeling of the wind up, the weight shift, your arm comes down, and then the sequencing of your swing. And it's fun to throw the ball like that too. So like 4 or 5 repetitions like that, and then you can go ahead and pick up your club and try to feel that same motion. Don't do this, do this. And that will help you with a better impact position.
That's a great way to take working with the slope, feeling like the shoulder line is down instead of trying to help it in the air. Go ahead and put a shaft on your shirt. Even if you're a guy, just wear a short sleeve and you can kind of roll up your sleeves and get the shaft in. All right, make sure the shaft is short because then you can actually hit balls with it. And it's going to be your guide so your shoulder line goes down, all right, and then stays down during the transition. Where players go off is one, they either get too flat with their shoulder line so you'll immediately see it. And then on the downswing, their lead shoulder elevates too soon, so you'll immediately see it. You know, it's so important we stay in our posture because the ball's down there, all right? If we were up here hitting baseball, we could be level with the shaft, all right? But because the ball's down there, that's why we hip hinge, and that's why we have to have tilts with our posture throughout the swing. All right, so this shaft's gonna be your guide. As you wind up, your shoulder line's going to go down. You're going to keep your arms far from your head. All right, then you're going to transition and stabilize. The shaft's still going to be down. You're going to strike. And then the trail shaft's going to be down before you come up. All right, so both sides of the shafts are going to be your guide. This is going to really help you stay in your posture. Back and through, and you can hit balls with it. The other great thing of keeping the shoulder line down, it helps you to coil and wind up. If we get level with the shaft, with our shoulder line, it's so easy to come off the ball. All right, so this really helps us to stay centered. And then you can take what you worked on at home using the slope, and you can take it right here to the range and then onto the course. All right, so just do a couple practice swings, really feeling it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this is really important if you want to compress the ball, if you want to get good distance and accuracy.